Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show. The show is about conversations that matter. And I always love talking about people's testimonies, their testaments, their journeys. And I have a gentleman beside me who's got quite the story. And he's also built it in the movie as the featured actor, the lead actor in Adam's Testament. Please welcome Phillip Moran, the actor. How are you doing, sir?
Great. Thanks for having me on your show.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
We have a lot of great people that come on the show, and I'm very happy that we have someone like you to introduce them and tell the stories.
Thank you. Thank you. And I feel that I'm blessed to sit back and to listen to people's journeys. I learned so much. And I'm eager to know more about, Phillip Moran and your journey. And by the way, I like that cravat.
Yeah, somebody just sort of...
styling out of control.
It's nice. I decided to wear it on this interview.
Very nice.
So what would you like to know?
Well, what is the story behind the story? Like, how did you get into acting? And then we'll talk a little bit more about Adam's Testament.
Sure. So my journey began as a little kid having a dream, but then pushing it aside. For a while, and just sort of listened to mom and dad and friends, and the school system sort of has you on a different path as well. But you always have something inside you that, is hungry for more.
Right.
And I had a chance to meet a man that was a motivational speaker, and he guided me on the right path. And it stuck in my mind to become an actor. Obviously, the first question is, what do I do? Where do I go? So I started off, as a lot of actors do, doing background work or extra work. The only agency that will take you on is one of those. And fortunate for me, my first role ever was an actor role on Johnny Mnemonic.
Okay.
That was Keanu Reeves' first biggest movie.
I remember that,
the one that started him off. And after that, he became really big. So for me, it was like I was starting to learn something about myself. And I was watching everybody else around me go down this path. And I don't know, something just told me not to go down the same path. Find another way as well.
Where were they going? What path was that?
Well, agents, they were, doing extra work and then becoming union with nothing on the resume. Mm-hmm. They were sticking in the union, better food, maybe better pay, but their career wasn't going anywhere. Right. And I saw this, and I thought, that's not what I want. Eventually, I want to become a working actor, a really good working actor, and that's not how it's going to happen. I just was very convinced. So I started branding myself. And there's a lot of sacrifices. I also went to college. I had my schooling as well. But I kept coming back to this acting. And every 7 years, something would happen. Like I'd get like an acting role. And it would really boost my spirit up.
Sure.
Just when I was about to sort of, quit or sort of maybe think about something else, something would happen. It would bring me up again. Mm-hmm. Something was always bringing me up again. So I always tell people, like every 7 years. In 2011, I can't get into the story, it just takes too long, but I had my own part in getting Total Recall, an actor role in Total Recall. That changed my career completely. Handpicked by the director, gave me so much motivation and inspiration. In fact, I've only been picked by American directors. It's kind of really weird. It's always been my obstacle.
Right. Okay.
And but it's always been a blessing as well, because the Americans are the ones that come here and invest and make big movies. So they're the ones that are going to be hiring me one day, right? Mm-hmm. So that movie made a lot of noise for me because, first of all, it was my brand. I played an immigration officer, and I was shooting a gun, and I was shooting at Colin Farrell, or at least the scene was all about that immigration, very full of bullets everywhere, and machine guns, and all these robotic images and stuff, and with the main actor as well. So that sort of caught the attention of these producers who contacted me and asked me to do a role. I didn't start off as the lead role, but eventually became the lead role.
Right.
So, and this started off another sort of show that came to me as well, and it's regarding the Comic-Cons, the Marvel movies, DC Universe, all that stuff. And there's so much kids involved in that, and so many people with creative ideas as well. And it's funny how my stuff has turned so much, actually maybe added to, from feature movies to TV shows, and now also Christian faith-based movies as well. So, and now I'm here promoting, and I have a lot of people that work with me that I sort of built a team.
Any shout-outs?
Sorry? Oh, yeah. I mean, the producers, the directors, Jason Raphael, Todd Yule, my business partner, Marion. I have a cameraman, Richard, and I have a lot of other people that I deal with. My Heroes Manufactured TV show that's now on my IMDb as well. And I'm the host of a North American TV show with under Amazon, the first of its kind. And in one sort of DVD, you can watch a year and a half worth of all these Comic-Con conventions.
Wow.
Incredible stories with all these incredible celebrities that are traveling, talking about all these characters they're playing in different movies, and Neil Adams and people like that created the characters and then sold it and then sort of made the movie and stuff. I'm learning so much. I met my mentor at one of these little conventions in Miami, I think, Lou Ferrigno. And, I mean,
The Incredible Hulk.
40 years,
Yeah.
I said to myself, this guy, if he can do that with his body, he could do anything with my life. And then 40 years later, I meet him. And it's just incredible. He's just an amazing guy. So I meet so many people, so many stories again. So many artists. You have so many great artists that just come and just sort of believe in themselves, and they start creating different things, different crafts, and they're so happy because they do what they love to do,
They're doing
right?
what they love, yeah.
So, yeah, it's been a great journey. It just continues on.
I can tell. I can feel the vibration
Not
of
enough
joy.
time to go into it all, but I will try.
We'll have a second part of the show, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about Adam's Testament. Now, as you were describing it to me earlier when we had our radio interview, you mentioned that it didn't start off to be a faith.
No, it was a feature film.
It was a feature film, and then the
65%.
trajectory changed, right?
Yes, we shot it in less than a month, believe it or not. We shot, it was about 65% of the script, so I had a really big script load, and I worked with great actors, and I was very diligent and just worked straight through and memorized my scenes and like for a day or something.
Right.
And it was a great experience.
So, how would you quickly summarize what the movie is about? What is the premise?
Well, on the cover you see the Father and you see the Son and all these different angels and demons. And the Father sort of has this mission of trying to save his son from the dark stranger. And what happened was the Father had killed somebody because his wife was killed by somebody. So he took revenge. Well, that revenge, I guess, cost him his sanity, his soul, basically, and he was just sort of trying to find. He tries to find, meaning to his life, and his son leaves him as well, and now he has nobody as well, and the Force lets him go. He plays a cop, and the only way he can do it is through his son. If he can save his son, he can save himself. And at the end, I don't want to give away the story, but he does sacrifice his life for his son, only to resurrect. But he does sacrifice his life for his son, saves his son, saves himself.
Father, forgive me. I have failed. I do not deserve to go on any longer.
Joseph. Joseph. Don't be afraid. God has sent me in your moment of need to be your guiding light. Your son is lost, but your faith can change that, my brother.
How will this happen?
Nor by power, but by my strength, says the Lord. You will help your son through Jesus Christ, who strengthens you. Adam is very important to God. He's been blinded by Lucifer's darkness, but I assure you, Joseph, that tonight he will be found by you. Because with God, all things are possible.
I am the servant of the Lord. Let this happen to me as you say.
The battle has begun.
It's a great story between good and evil, and how you deal with challenges, how you deal with when you're right at the bottom, and you want to, you're thinking about committing suicide, or you're thinking about committing something. I mean, like how you deal with that. And he turned his life around, and he found salvation instead of, succumbing to the dark stranger and losing his son.
Awesome. Well, I hear a lot of parallels with that, and
Yeah.
Christianity. Yeah.
Yes.
So I can completely understand how
It went to a Christian, and it was made into a Bible study. It's quite powerful. It's transforming lives one day at a time, as you say in your show. The churches, they rent the video or the movie, and then they go through with families. They go through a plan to how to reunite families, how to maybe overcome some challenges, addictions, betrayals,
a lot of
anger
healing.
management, all kinds of stuff. School, like the kids have school issues, and they have
Bullying, yeah.
bullying as well. Yes, everything. It sort of applies to a lot of things, and it's doing really well as far as that. My career, it's really helped me with my career as well, because it was a very deep, dark, heavy role for me to play, and I played it, and I think I did a good job at it.
It sounds like it transformed you.
Well, that too. I mean, absolutely. That did have an effect on me and my career, and the way I think about my career, for sure.
Awesome. And where can people view this? Where can they see the screening?
That one is sold right now on Amazon Prime.
Amazon. Okay.
And it's called Adam's Testament. And there's a Canadian version that has 2 DVDs, and they have the American version.
Okay.
And you can get that on Amazon Prime. You can watch it digitally as well through Amazon Prime. You don't have to buy it. You can just watch it, download it. It's very simple.
Okay.
But,
So tell me, what's this? I'm curious.
well, I always sort of, every time I'm faced with talking to actors, and it applies to anybody in life, really. But, I mean, everybody that's pursuing a dream, pursuing a business, pursuing a goal, should be prepared.
Yes.
A lot of people, they want it to be fast. They want the results to be fast. But the truth is, you can't teach someone later on, when you have the result, how you got the result, what kind of principles you used to gain the result.
Right.
So I think for me, even though it took me a long time to get to where I am, I always value the fact that I learned so much. I have so much to talk about, that I can see in people that they can't see in themselves. And I know what it takes.
Yeah.
It takes, like, when it's
It's
right
discipline.
at the end, right at the bottom, and you want to quit, it's probably another 5-10 years after that. That's how much it really is. That's really what I've learned it is. So usually 15 years, people want to quit after doing it, or 20 years, and they have to do another 10 years for sure.
Discipline and perseverance. I tell people, I look at
Absolutely.
the show, and it 10 years of blood, sweat, and tears. And, you know, even people who've been close to me have seen,
Yes.
you know, the valleys and the mountains of what I went through. So I'm like, yeah, the overnight sensation took me 10 years.
And
you know?
training. What about
And
the training?
training.
You have to train.
Exactly.
And then you have to apply the training so you can go back and retrain on what you really need to do your training on. So it's like like a cycle, right?
It's a cycle. So,
And there's like growth. Has to
Yeah.
happen as well. You have to allow the growth to happen
Absolutely.
so you can, sort of become more aware and then sort of see through, different eyes as well, right?
absolutely. So persistence, perseverance, dedication, and
Training.
organization training.
Tool. Well, this is a tool that's I've created myself because I realized that if you act like a professional and you feel like a professional, and being a professional means you have pride in what you do.
Yes.
And I created a tool that has a downloadable screen. You could download your DVDs,
Awesome.
and then you can put your resume and your pictures in there as well. You can also put all your stuff that you've done. So it's actually almost like a portable online profile
I love
without the connection that you need for internet. I'm looking to actually install the internet component to this as well. So
It's very compact, and then everything is
It
neatly
is.
tucked away.
And if you meet a director or producer, you want to give them a photo of your resume or a copy or a bio or something you've done in the past. You have it all here. You want to show them you're real. You're in the subway station.
It's awesome. I love it.
In a dark place, there's no internet, there's no connection. Then you just open it up and there you go. You
You're
have all
already
your
plugged
reels.
in.
You have all your digital photos. Professional.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
People's-
ingenious.
It is. It is. I've wanted it. I couldn't find it. I searched high and low.
So you did it yourself.
I had to. Well, yeah, I ordered something and then I had to redo it myself and take things and because this is Japanese.
So this is a prototype.
It's a prototype
So
for now.
when is it coming out? Do you know?
We're working on it. Me
Okay,
and Marion
'cause
are working
I
on it.
want
So
one.
we don't know. Yes, absolutely.
And
You'll
pink.
get one.
I want it in pink.
Okay, colors, Marion. We'll keep that. We'll keep that in
down.
mind. My business partner will definitely keep things in mind and we'll sort of guide it in that direction. But I think one thing I pride myself to is a lot of people in this industry, they don't really feel like an actor. Forget about a star, but an actor before they even become an actor.
Right.
And that's a problem because they ask you to come on set to do your audition, and you don't feel like anything. You feel like because you don't know if you got the part. You have you have nothing from before, and you're walking up there, and you don't look like you're very confident.
Yeah.
Like how you become confident. You have to sort of get to a point where you feel confident about your life.
Yes. Yes.
So, it's funny, but my secret's always been to have things in my life that make me feel confident and powerful and taking care of my body.
Empowered.
And wearing nice clothing.
It's an investment.
Yeah, and having, things like this and nice shoes, because then, you're sort of like, it makes you feel different when you're wearing something even like this. Mm-hmm. Makes you feel different. This tie makes me feel different.
Yeah.
If I wear my shorts instead of what I'm wearing, I feel different.
Yeah.
Because it changes the way you feel, what you wear.
Changes the way you carry yourself.
It is. And so I tell people, if you have a different car, it will change the way you feel. Mm-hmm. If you have a different watch. Mm-hmm. So I tell people, what do you need to feel the way you need to feel to walk on that platform and act like a star?
To walk on that red carpet.
Forget about memorizing your lines, all that stuff. They can see this way before you come on set. They can see it right away. They know this guy's lacking something. And, and it's important that, we see this. So I just, what do you need? And the training and all that stuff and all that time, that makes you feel like, your stuff as well. So when you walk up to somebody, you can memorize your lines, you can do the script, you can do all that stuff. But that's important. That's important. But keep it, healthy, keep it real. Don't focus on things that are artificial or anything like that, right? That makes you temporarily become someone else that you're not usually, right? So you have to become that person.
So stay authentic, stick to what you're comfortable with to help you grow.
Act as if you're that person now.
Okay.
Don't
it.
wait till tomorrow to act like that
So
person.
it-
I mean, you're just missing the money. You're just missing something called paper and maybe, like a big house or 10 big houses, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if you dissect those two people, they're exactly the same.
So act and manifest that vision. Yeah.
Act and you manifest that vision for sure.
Okay. Excellent.
Act, make a decision,
Make a decision.
and just go forward. Yeah, just walk in that direction and, be smart about the industry. Be smart about everything, actually.
Smart and fearless. That's the way I roll.
Yeah. Work smart, not hard.
No. I want to.
Absolutely.
I want the viewers to find you on social media. So where can they go and know more about you?
Okay, so first I'll spell my name, Phillip Moran, PhilipMoran. And all you got to do is just type in Phillip Moran actor, and you'll find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You'll find different articles, different videos, different profile sites. So Phillip Moran actor. I have a website, philipmoranactor.com. I have a Gmail, philipmoranactor@gmail.com. So that's where you can find me.
All right, Phillip Moran. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's so
And
great to be on your show.
congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations on all your success.
There'll be more coming, I promise.
Are you going to drop by and let us know, right?
Yes,
And remember
absolutely.
pink. This is what I
We're
want.
going to work on this for sure
Okay.
because I just, I think this is like the greatest thing on
It
the
is.
planet.
It is.
People are so focused on that on the screen, on the computers that they're they don't write things anymore. They don't carry things anymore. They don't they don't want to do the work anymore. But the thing is, if that internet ever goes down and you need it right now and then,
Here's your
that
backup.
producer's not going to wait.
Sure.
You have it right here, everything to
Yeah.
hand to.
Never miss an opportunity because you got it right there. All right?
That's right. You never know when it's going to come around the corner. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. We'll be back.
What is the matter with you? Have you seen this file? Listen, I think you better start taking some responsibility. Stop acting like a goddamn child and grow up!
Goddamned me a long time ago.
What are you talking about? Look, I didn't mean it literally.
You just use them at your own convenience like everybody else does.
Listen, I'm getting sick and tired of all this. And I'm running out of time.
Time. What are you talking about?
Adam, I don't know what's gotten into that thick head of yours. But I want us to stop here and now.
Can we at least take these cuffs off then?
Why, so you can run away again?
Yeah. Like I could make it far in here, huh?
You mind telling me what happened with that cop?
Why don't you just read the police report? What's the matter? You don't even believe your own people now?
I want to hear it from my son.
I went to visit Mom. Remember Mom?
You didn't go visit Mom. I went to go visit Mom. Have you ever been there? Visit her grave? What you did was break the law. Speeding, dangerous driving, resisting arrest. Do you want to die? Huh? You want to go to jail? Do you have any idea what goes on to people like you in there? I don't want that to happen to you, Adam. But what can I do? I'm not going to be around forever. I can't keep bailing you out.
So I should just handle all my problems the same way you do then? Through a bottle.
Why do you think I drink so much? Think I like the taste? I don't know where you are, what you're doing, or if you're even alive. Son, your mother is dead. My wife is dead. What can we do? We just have to accept it and move on with our lives and deal with it as a family. Deal with it as a family. You know, that's what she would have wanted from us. Son, you need to pray. Now more than ever. Pray.
Pray to what? Pray to who? Someone I'm not even sure exists? Or someone who doesn't answer me? You tell me something, Dad. What did prayers get Mom? God took her away from us. He took her away from me. Why do you have to do that? You know, I spent my entire life trying to be the best that I could be. Love with all my heart, and where did it get me? Where did it get Mom? There never lived a warmer, kinder, more caring person than her. She spent her entire life thinking about other people. You sit there and you expect me to believe in something that allows that to happen.
Adam, I've done a lot of bad things in my life. I'm not proud of. I'm not a perfect father or a perfect man. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. Do you know what Jesus meant? In John chapter 8, verses 7? He meant we're all sinners. And we're all human. And we're all forgiven only if we ask. Only then.
Your book was written by starry-eyed fools.
It's not my book. It's our book. Written for every man, woman, and child. Passed on from generation to generation so that mankind can better themselves.
No, Joe. Now you believe in whatever books you want. Just don't expect me to. I'm finished.
What did you say? Repeat what you just said. Adam.
Keep going, Joe. I think you're starting to win him over.
You stay away from my son!
Aw, come on, Joe. Why don't you face the inevitable? It's fun being bad. You know that better than anyone. You remember that night? When you took out your wrath on that poor, benighted, innocent, drunk driver? Huh? Didn't it feel good getting revenge? Come on, face it. You'd do it all over again, given half a chance. Just to experience that addictive feeling of satisfaction.
The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time, If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.NikkiClarkeNetwork.com.